Have you ever faced something in your life that just feels impossible? You don't see a single solution or way out of it. When that happens, something interesting starts occurring. I'm sure you can relate in the mind, where we start thinking about that problem. Our focus becomes on the problem versus everything else going on. Like, what can go wrong? How can this situation or that situation fail? Or you start worrying about all these things, and that we might not have what it takes or strong enough or the ability to overcome it, to deal with it. Now, the Bible tells a story that is very, very similar. Okay, it's amazing because it's a moment where the entire army felt the same way, overwhelming feeling, hopeless, just totally lost. This is in the book of 1 Samuel, and you got the army of Israel on one side of the valley, and on the other side of the valley, you had the Philistine army, and you got this one giant of a man, massive dude, probably 9-10 feet tall, like huge. His name is Goliath. And in the morning, this dude is coming out. In the evening for 40 days, just taunting everybody, just terrifying them, because he's like, you know what? He's shouting a challenge. He's like, hey, send one dude to fight me. If your dude wins, your army wins. But if I win, you lose, and you will serve us. So the entire army of Israel was freaking out. Even the king, Saul, was like panicking. They didn't know what to do. They're like, look at this guy. This guy's freaking huge. Nobody stepped forward. Nobody wanted to do that. I understand. I wouldn't want to fight that dude either. He's freaking huge. Freak. The difference with David, it's a huge difference. Because David came out. He hadn't been in that environment where everyone was freaking out. He just came to deliver food. He's thinking differently. But he remembers something that they had all forgotten. He remembered that God had helped him many times before, or at least twice. He stepped into the valley with a totally different mindset. So he hadn't been consumed by what everyone else was thinking. He was like, I know who my God is. He's like, I'm not going to have any armor. I'm not going to have a sword. I'm showing up with a sling with some stones in it. And he's thinking too, because he's looking at that dude and he's like, you know what? I don't want to engage at that level. I'm going to engage differently. And I'm going to trust God. Because he knows if God doesn't show up, it's game over. He doesn't have a chance. This guy's going to eat him for lunch. So he shows up with a sling and he throws one stone. Now these stones were huge, most likely. They weren't like these tiny, tiny stones. It was probably quite large. And when you get it swinging like that, it is flying through the air. But he still had to trust God. But he nailed him in the forehead. Bam! Smashed his skull. The dude goes, game over, dead.